Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture of our numerical methods course is concerned, we're going to talk about the interpolation in numerical methods or numerical computation. As far as interpolation is concerned, its definition is concerned, or its introduction is concerned, you have studied its definition and its working rules and its theory in my previous lectures as well. But as far as this lecture is concerned, because we are now we're gonna talk about the different methods for interpolation in numerical methods. So I'm gonna define. I want to define interpolation as well here as well. As far as interpolation is concerned, interpolation basically is that is defined in numerical method is that we have a from a given data we want to calculate the result between the specific point. This is basically is called an interpolation, and if these points lie within this data, this is called interpolation. And if this doesn't if the these point doesn't lie within the data, this is called extrapolation. Actually, we don't gonna discuss about extrapolation here. We're gonna in our course we're gonna talk about only interpolation. Now this interpolation have different techniques as our numerical methods are concerned. So first one is basically is called Lagrange formula, and second one is called Newton's dividend difference interpolation formula. Now as far as our first one is concerned, first technique is concerned that we're going to use in our interpolation in numerical methods, we're going to talk about in this lecture we're going to talk about Lagrange formula. So this formula is going to be defined like that you are seeing on your screen, that y of x will be equal to x minus x1, I'm talking about this one, into x minus x2 into x minus x3 into x minus x4 divided by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x3, x naught minus x4, and multiplied with y naught, plus it will be equal to x minus x naught, x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus x4 divided by x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3, x1 minus x4 into y1, plus x minus x naught, x1 minus x minus x1, x minus x3, x minus x4, x naught, x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3, x2 minus x4 into y2, plus same result again here, and multiplied with y3 and so on. Okay, so this is basically a Lagrange formula that we're going to implement in you can say in our interpolation. So for example, I'm going to show you an example that we have a given values here or given set of data here, where we have, for example, this is any given set of data which is going to be represented with x value. For example, we have x as a function, x and a value here that will be equal to 5, 7, 11, 13 and 17, and then we have a function f of x that is going to be defined with in terms of this x is equal to 150, 392 when we have x7, 1452 when we have x11, 2366 when we have x is equal to 13, and 5202 when we have x is equal to 17 here. Now we want to evaluate f of 9 here using Lagrange formula here. Okay, and I have show you the definition of, or you can say the formula here, this one that I have told you. Okay, so now we're gonna define our basic parameters. So we have to define actually x naught here, x1 here, x2 here, y naught, y1, y2, y3 and y4 here. So as far as this given set of data is concerned, now from the values of x here, we're going to take x naught is equal to 5 here, x1 is equal to 7 here, x2 is equal to 11 here, x3 will be equal to 13 here, and x4 will be equal to 17 here. Okay, and as far as our y naught values are concerned, remember from the definition of the difference operators or relationship of the difference operator, you know that we have called f of x is equal to y here. So from this definition we're going to define y naught is equal to 150, y1 will be equal to 392, y2 will be equal to 1452, y3 will be equal to 2366, and y4 will be equal to 5202. Now what we have to find here is basically is x value here, and that is f of 9 here. Okay, so that will be called what we are finding here. We have to find it and the function value at x is equal to 9 here. So putting all these values in our Lagrange formula that is given here as well in this highlighted thing. This I have not written the complete formula here, so you have to write it by yourself. And when you're gonna write it by yourself, you're gonna put the values here. Okay, so when you're gonna put the values here, as far as our these values are concerned of x0 up to x3 and y0 up to y4, we'll get the resultant value, and as far as this value is concerned, that will be equal to 810 here. Okay, and that is the value that was required here. Okay, that will be equal to the value. So from here you see that we have a given set of data here, and from the given set of data here we have find the value of the desired on a specific point of the function here. So this is this, and this point basically lie within the function values or a specific point here. So this is called interpolation within the data here. So that's why this is called an interpolation here. Now as far as our this interpolation is concerned, or Lagrange formula is concerned, there is another way from where we're gonna find the reciprocal of this thing. For example, we're gonna define this thing in inverse form as well. I'm gonna show you with an example here. Here you see that we're gonna apply inverse Lagrange method to find the value of x here. Earlier on we want the value of x for the function here, for a specific value of x here, but now we want to find the value of x here, where f of x will be equal to 15 from the given data here. So using this one, again we are using the same thing, but here we are having a different data actually, sorry. So here we have x is equal to, the given set of data is given like this: x is equal to 5, 6, 9, 11, and function is defined on different values like this. At 5 it will be equal to 12, 6 it will be equal to 3, 9 it will be equal to 14, and at 11 it will be equal to 16. Now what we have to do here, we have to find y is equal to 15 here, because f of x is equal to 15. So we have to find here the value of x here. Find the value of x here when f of x is equal to 15 here. So what we are doing here, first we're gonna use again we're gonna define the values x0, x1, x2, x3, y0, y1, y2, y3, and then I will gonna show you the inverse Lagrange method. Okay, so here we are defining x0 is equal to 5 here, x1 is equal to 6 here, x2 is equal to 9 here, and x3 is equal to 11 here, y0 is equal to 12 here, y1 is equal to 13 here, and y2 is equal to 14 here, and y3 is equal to 16 here. Now please see this one. This is a slight difference as far as this inverse Lagrange formula is concerned. Now the inverse Lagrange formula is defined like this: x will be equal to y minus y1, y minus y2, y minus y3 divided by y0 minus y1, y0 minus y2, y0 minus y3. Actually this is 3 here, and that is going to be multiplied with x0 plus y minus y0, y minus y2 into y minus y3 divided by y1 minus y0, y1 minus y2, y1 minus y3 into x1, and then plus y minus y0, y minus y1 into y minus y3 divided by y2 minus y0, y2 minus y1, y2 minus y3 into x0, plus so on till we're gonna move on to the last point of the given data, that is x3. Okay, now putting all these value, you will get the value of x here, that is equal to 11.5 here. So this is about all about the Lagrange formula. In our next lecture I will going to tell you about another technique as far as interpolation is concerned, and that is our second technique, that one is called Newton divided formula. So thank you for this.